Welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It is my comics busting through your speakers. And I'm your host with the mostest, Frankie J. And over here, we got Midnight Assassin. Say something.
You never enthusiastic about Midnight Assassin. Why are you taking on Midnight Assassin?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Look, 2024.
It's hard out here.
2024. That's how it's going to be.
Let your haters be your motivators.
Anyways, I want to check on your well-being because y'all don't know this is the HIPAA Act. Midnight Assassin, he was out with a stomach virus or whatever, so that's why we didn't have the show. So he's back now. How you doing, brother Maine?
Doing better, man. Like it was rough at the beginning of the week, but I'm my strength's come back. I had to move to a different room. Like, yeah, it was just, yeah.
Oh, and you moved. And he moved with a bad stomach virus. See the things that yeah, definitely. So welcome back, dog. Welcome back. I didn't know if you was gonna make it back or not. So
appreciate it.
So listen, man, I'm gonna take a page out of Midnight Assassin's book, and we not gonna follow the program. I know it says, top superheroines we're gonna discuss, and that's what we've been doing for the whole month. But we're gonna switch it up this time, and we're gonna talk about he's gonna do his top 3 movies for Black History Month, movies, docuseries, or whatever for Black History Month, and I'm gonna do my favorite 5. All right, now it's not my favorite 5, but 3 of them is my favorite. Then the other 2 I had to add on the list because they're hard to paint.
You named all the ones I could. You said I couldn't say.
Well, I guess you better get to Googling.
But when you started, you was like name 3. But now you saying name your favorite 3. If I name my favorite 3,
you just need to name 3.
So I gotta name 3. Oh, I know one you didn't say. You didn't say Roots.
That'll never be my favorite.
You never said Roots. You never said Rosewood. Never said Rosewood.
Okay, but you gonna have to discuss them a little bit too. So people know, how to watch them, what year they was made in. Who was it about?
Roots made? Was that the 70s or the 80s?
I don't know, but I remember having to sit down and watch it.
I
was on punishment like the slave that I was.
That was rough, man. That was like the chronological series on slavery from beginning to end, in America. And just it kind of delved into a personal look of an individual, his family, his lineage, Kunta Kinte coming over, and then him having kids, and then what those kids went through, and then they had a kid, and then they had another series, Queenie, that spun off of Roots and stuff. So it was like the great grandchildren. And then that was kind of bringing us up into the 1900s and stuff. And I was like, man, Roots went pretty in depth, man. It had LeVar Burton in there from Reading Rainbow, and Geordie LaForge from Star Trek: The Next Generation. So Roots is a classic. And then Rosewood talked about a story down in Florida where it's kind of like Black Tulsa, where this girl, her what was it? She had an affair. She had an affair with some guy, but then got caught and then blamed, just started hollering out the N-word, just blaming a random black dude, stuff we see today, because not a lot changed in history. She just blamed a random black dude. And the whole town was just like, nah. They just up and just went and just started killing all the black people in the town of Rosewood, Florida.
Was the Negro.
Yeah. They just slaughtered the whole town. So it was just like a scary movie, kind of like how Jordan Peele, he makes these scary movies, but he places them in those times Jim Crow America, where it was just scary for black people because they was just in a constant state of terror. in some areas. And so it's like it was like real life. Like it showed like these people trying to escape like the whole town, the local government and everything, just like using their all their assets to go and just like kill everybody in the 1900s and stuff. And I'm just like, man, that's a crazy. It's crazy because like this stuff kept happening, but like it's like erased in history and not talked about, and you don't find out about it till like you get out of school. Just like you don't learn how to do your taxes and stuff in school, you learn how to do it when you get out of school, and then you don't realize like why certain people felt a certain way, and some people were just kind of oblivious to the whole thing, and then like history just keeps repeating itself. But yeah. And then what's up? Hey, you said I couldn't name Panther?
No. Listen. Why you come up with some more here? I mean, I can give you.
You know what?
No. Let me look. No. Let me in.
This is my turn. I picked my last one. Jesus and the Black Messiah. I mean, Judas and the Black Messiah. That one. I'm picking that one, man. Like I know you making that face, but you already said I couldn't do the other one, so I'm naming this one. I thought it was a good like little docu-series on Fred Hampton and and the Panthers, like in the Chicago chapter, and just kind of like it was like real world what these people went through to try and like protect their neighborhood from like these other these terrorists, like the dominant society, just like just wreaking havoc on the neighborhood. And so they
Hey man, hey.
What?
Hey, you need to stop.
You told me to explain the movie.
No. You need to come up with another one. I told you you
can't.
You can't use nothing.
I'm using that one. I picked that one. That's my movie for Black History Month.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Nah,
I'm reclaiming my time, Mr. President.
Go ahead. I'm explaining that movie. But anyway, they did stuff for the neighborhood. They developed WIC for the neighborhood for present day with mothers, single mothers use the day and stuff. They fed the kids for lunch, for breakfast at school and stuff. They did all this stuff, and they taught the people the Second Amendment. Which like you hear all this like controversy around the Second Amendment and stuff, and it's just like Black people didn't know about the Second Amendment, and they were just constantly being harassed. And like the Panthers like read the law, followed the law, and like forced the Second Amendment so that Black people could protect themselves from these other organizations that were going around terrorizing them. So yeah, that's my movie. And then you saw like long story short, the police basically assassinated him. They just sent out like all these like documents. It took a Black man to go in. That's why it's Black Judas, because it was a Black man that was an informant for the FBI that turned him over and stuff. He infiltrated the Panthers and basically took they took him in as a brother and stuff, and he just like informed them, and then like they did this whole campaign of like misinformation and stuff, got everybody fighting against each other, because the Panthers were actually trying to like unify, like they were trying to unify like the poor whites, like the rednecks in the area, the Hispanics in the area. They were trying to unify the people, and then they made it like the media made it seem like, oh, they just only wanted to do Black people and stuff, and they was just only in one gang and stuff. So it was just like, yeah. I really enjoyed that movie, talking about that whole aspect of like the Panthers were trying to unite the people, all the people together.
Power to the people.
Not just Black people, but all the
power people. To the people, because that's what their slogan was. Power to the people. Man, all your selections were great selections. I didn't want you to go too far into the Panthers, but you did. It was a couple of chapters. Panthers chapters.
This was a Panthers movie. This was a different movie. So I know Panthers movie because you
let me finish. You just talking.
You said don't do that one, so I did a different one.
Okay, so he did Fred Hampton. Was that the Chicago? That was the Chicago chapter of the Black Panthers. And I ain't gonna lie, when I'm at work with my non-people of color and I bring up Black Panthers, they look at me crazy, and it's like, hold on, what y'all learned that different from what we learned? They was like, well, we was taught the Black Panthers was a vigilante group. It was bad. And I'm like, huh? Yeah. Anyways,
that's like one dude. He was like, one dude in a PA. He was just like, all I remember is the Panthers was always just shooting police, and I'm like, what do you get stuff? Where do you get stuff at?
Panthers. Yeah. Hey, NTG Nick, what we're talking about is Black History movie series or shows. But we wanted to change it up before Black History Month was gonna get out, and I think from now we may do 1 or 2 shows per quarter discussing. It can be Black cartoonists, it can be just people who contribute to the history, and it's not being mentioned by everybody. All right, so now it is the P's turn. I know I say Frankie J down there, but I also go by the P. All right. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Let me play this preview first. This is episode 1 of Black History Month movies or series you should watch. At number 5 is Genius. MLK/X is a powerful docuseries that details the struggles of Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X for civil rights, while also highlighting their efforts to maintain a family life, offering a fresh perspective on this movement. What are some of your favorite Black History Month docuseries, movies, or series? Let me know in the comments. So listen, we're watching this one right now. It came on Hulu. It's called Genius, MLK/X. This one's about Malcolm X and of course Martin Luther King. This one give a fresh new perspective, a docu-dramatization of what went on. And then also, if you watch Selma, Malcolm X with Denzel Washington, and a couple of those other Malcolm X and Martin Luther King movies, this one kind of piece in some points for you, and it really concentrate too on what they wives also did for the movement. And then of course on Netflix is Rustin. I just want to bring up Rustin because a lot of people don't even get mentioned in some of the conversations. But that's a movie you should catch there, Midnight Assassin on the Real, because we'll talk about it later. I want you to catch up. My next one is listen, the wifey was like, you like her, don't you? Man, I don't like her. It was just, right here. Let me know if the sound is good. Coming in at number 4, the United States versus Billie Holiday, debuted February 26 in 2021, which showcases Billie Holiday's fight for equality and civil rights over a song she performed publicly. Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something.
That's Strange Fruit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is the thing. You're right. We don't get taught a lot of stuff in school. We don't. And Strange Fruit, I remember my mom kind of talking about it, but she didn't go in depth with us. And throughout my lifetime, I now understand what Strange Fruit meant to her, because NWA was kind of like those people. They couldn't say certain things that's trying to get shut down. Two Live Crew, you know what I'm saying? Banned in the USA. That was the reason why they was banned, because their music was too raunchy. And then America be talking about this freedom of speech thing, and then you can't even practice freedom of speech. So Billie Holiday, the United States versus Billie Holiday. This is a great movie, well cast, got a lot of great actors in it, and it conveys this point all the way through. Once you get too big, America, FBI be stepping in, and that's the same thing with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and also Billie Holiday. Believe it or not, was in the same boat that they was in. So the second spot. Hold on, I can't get it up. I know that sounds familiar, right? Hold on. How I get to my screen, man? Get off. Hold on.
Gotta turn it on, man. Gotta click on it. Gotta turn it on.
I can't get in, man.
Gotta bring it back, man. Gotta turn it back on.
How we get out of there? Hold on.
You gotta go. On.
It won't let me in, dog. Help me out. Talk about something till I get finished. Till I get. Hold on. I'm almost there. Yo. All right, let's see what this next one is. Hold on, let's see what happened. So, gotcha. All right. Second spot goes to. Hold on. Don't talk about me, dog.
I'm gonna talk about you.
Listen, hey. I've been having technical difficulties all day long, trying to make this look professional. I just got done with work, and Midnight Assassin been calling me all day, making me feel bad about who I am. No, I'm just joking around. All right, so let's talk about.
I couldn't do this movie.
What?
You told me I couldn't do this movie
because I was doing it.
Oh,
The second spot goes
ooh.
to Hidden Figures, which sheds light on three brilliant African American women at NASA. Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson served as the brains behind one of the greatest world operations in history. America landing on the moon. They helped with this, man. This movie debuted in 2016. Listen, listen, hold on. Let me unshare this screen. Let me tell you something. In the fifth grade, this is gonna tell my age. It's gonna tell my age. In the fifth grade, I could see the shuttle Challenger from our school. We watched it take off from NASA. Not once in my entire Florida education did they talk about these ladies from Hidden Figures. Not
Yep.
once.
Now
Not
what?
once.
Never heard about him. Yup.
And
Yo,
here
you
it
know what
is.
really got me? You know what really got me, man? That bathroom scene. Yo, because of the segregated bathroom, she had to walk a half a mile to go to the bathroom and then half a mile to come back. And they was always wondering like where she had gone because she took forever to go to the bathroom. And it's like the segregated bathrooms, like they didn't have the black, the colored bathrooms, on the side where the scientists were at. They were
Right,
all the way on the janitor's side.
right.
And she had to
Look,
cross the whole parking lot just to go to the bathroom.
damned if you do, and damned if you don't.
But they finally fixed that. They finally fixed that. But yeah, oh Nick said you seen the color purple yet?
Yeah. Hey, listen, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the color purple, the old one?
New one. He's talking about the new one.
Or are you talking about the new one? Yeah, I watched the new one, and I don't know if me and Midnight Assassin should do a show where we do a comparison of the old one to the new one. I kind of I mean, the old one, it was there. If I watched it when I was young, and then once on Sundays, because it's always Sundays, you you clicking through the channels and it come up, and I sit there and watch it. I enjoyed the old school color purple. Um, me
You
and the
told me
family,
to beat me.
me and the family watched this new one, and we was kind of left with something. I liked it, but I don't know if I like it more than the old school one. I mean, maybe a year, 2, 3 years from now, it grew on me. But this one had more of a musical Broadway singing feel to it.
What?
Yeah, they had singing scenes in there.
Oh man, I want depression. I don't want to be all
Right.
upbeat.
Oh, so look, thank you. Look. So they had some black men on the chain gang. They was singing all happy on the
Oh,
chain gang. I'm like, oh hell no, ain't no one nobody singing and happy on the chain. Thank you, thank you.
uplifted and happy and stuff. Like I'm trying to be depressed.
Right, and so that's what it was singing and happiness. Um, but again, this color purple, like the old color purple, they did have an all-star cast. The cast, they did what they were supposed to do. They did what they're supposed to do. I'll give them that. So moving on, let me share the screen again. Yeah, yeah. All right, the number three spot goes to actually two movies about the same heroes. Tuskegee Airmen, which debuted in 1995, and Red Tails, which debuted in 2012. Both are exceptional movies that portray the remarkable achievements and journey of Black airmen who paved the way for future generations. Listen, man.
I like it.
Now, now, unlike Color Purple, I will tell you something. I don't know if it's because of the military in me or whatever, but I will watch Red Tails and Tuskegee Airmen at least once a year, once every 2 years. If it's there, I'm watching it. Like Malcolm X with Denzel Washington. That walk he had in that movie. That walk, man. Look, right. Hey, look, and they caught the dramatization in MLK when he did that, but they gave you another part to it where he really was when that happened to brother such and such. Again, Red Tails and Tuskegee Airman. It's another movie out there. I couldn't think of it to go find it. But listen, these are great watches. They're timeless. That's all I would say. They're timeless. You can watch them over and over again, and they will capture the essence of what a black man had to deal with in the military, especially as an airman at that time.
So what was the one? Men of Honor?
Yeah, yeah,
That one?
yeah, yeah. If we do another one, you can bring that one up and discuss it. Before we move on to my number one, my number one, I just want to bring up a recommendation. It's on Netflix. It's called the Comey Rule. All right, it's what Comey had to deal with um, when Trump was in office. He had to make these hard decisions, and during those hard decisions that he had to make, he was under a lot of pressure. And unfortunately, a lot of people believe that he made the wrong decision. This is a great show to watch on Netflix. Deals with a lot.
Where?
It's an inside joke, dog. It's an inside joke. I'll tell you about it after the call. Anyways, let me get this next movie up. This next one up. Now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. If it don't say it when it come on, man, this is one of my all-time favorites. That's why I was getting mad with Midnight Assassin. He running his mouth, talking too much and stuff, man. Listen, um, I think one time I almost got fired. I almost got fired, probably about talking about this because you just ain't gonna talk anyway about my number one favorite choice is the movie Panther. Don't mistake this for Black Panther. We're talking about the Black Panthers. The movie Panther offers a docu-dramatization account of the Black Panthers' origins, highlighting the violence and police discrimination faced by African Americans. It follows the journey of a vigilante group organizing against the police, introducing the iconic leaders Bobby Seale and Huey Newton. This movie, Panther, sparked debates around the United States upon its release in 1995. What are your favorite choices? Now I got a question. How come it's okay for Batman to be a vigilante, but not the Black Panthers?
Same reason why he leave his mouth open right here, so please know he's white. Yo, that meme be going across like all of social media, man. Like, so look, every time I turn around, be like, Batman leaves that piece open, so the police know he's white.
So look. Definitely with the Panthers. If not every year, I watch it every 2 years. I think last year I had to actually go find it because I got it on DVD. I got it on DVD, but I don't keep the DVD player anymore. I'm a streaming person now. But listen, if you want to see a all-star cast with Kadeem Hardison, and was it Courtney Vance? Listen, they had all the dudes back then in this, and listen, they did their job. Just to see them march in to it's not Congress, but Sacramento at the Justice Department. This was with Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan seen it when he was a senator. He was like, "Oh no, nah, if y'all want to, this movie tells you something. If you want to change gun laws in America, get black people involved. Get black people involved." That's what that movie is telling you. Because as soon as we did our march on the Capitol, right? Next thing you know, they changed they changed the laws for guns. In fact, it was because of them where they changed laws at. But like he was saying, like Midnight Assassin was saying earlier with the Black Panthers, they did a lot of great stuff in the community for the people, not just black people, all people.
Yep.
All people that was oppressed. So
it was crazy because, like, the KKK was going around just harassing folks and stuff, and they had no protection. You couldn't call the police because, like, everybody in the police was in the KKK, so they dressed up harassing you, and then nighttime comes, they got put on the sheets and harassing you.
Yo, but y'all ain't hearing Midnight Assassin and what he's saying. He said the KKK in the 1970s. I was born in 1975. So what I'm telling y'all is, right, we got a long ways to go before we get to full equality. Don't let Marx tell you slavery is 400 years ago. Jim Crow is over. Nah, it's still going on right now. I think I was just discussing with him, and I ain't gonna go off on a tangent. I'm just gonna mention two or three things. Do y'all know Navy Federal is still denying people of color loans, even if they make the same amount as somebody that is white? They're denying them loans. Like, that's crazy. And we already know that cops are still doing similar the same thing. And just because you ain't seeing it on the news, don't mean it ain't happening. In fact, they said police killings have went up this year. Um, so that's why it's important to know your history. So if you can't read it in a book, right? Pull up some of these movies, and they give pretty good accounts of things that happened in the past, told from a different point of view.
And history's always repeating this. We'll learn from it.
Right.
Learn from it because it's always repeat. It's going to repeat without you. So learn from it and try and be on the right side of it.
Right. Definitely. Totally agree. So I want to get back into something that we have forgot because we got 4 minutes left, and I want to make Midnight Assassin smile. I want to make him smile. Hold on. Let me tell y'all something, right? Number one is Midnight Assassin is the number one hater of women movies.
Yes, this is true.
But I got an uptake for you. Because guess what? Coming in July, we got Deadpool 3. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking, boy. April 12th, we got The Boys coming out.
Woo! Woo!
In April again, we got Justice League Crisis of Infinite Earths Part 2.
Woo!
Invincible is back with episode 5, March 14th.
Man. Yo, when's that Supergirl come out?
Oh, that's 2025, 2026.
Dang, I'm waiting on that, man.
X-Men 97, 20 March.
20. Oh, they took away Rogue's assets.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna post that video here in a moment. Yeah,
listen. I've seen about 8 videos about that all on TikTok.
and then you got mugs, right? You got mugs alluding to because America is woke now, they don't want Rogue to have no assets. No. Before America was woke, y'all didn't want white women to have no assets. I mean, I know somebody whose mama was like, if your booty get big, you become ghetto. Like, huh? Like, huh? But you need to keep a small booty, baby, your whole life. Like, what? Yeah, I was told that. I could not find.
This is true. People say it.
Right. Like, if your booty getting big, getting ghetto. Anyways, that is crazy. That's some of the mythos. But yeah, here with Rogue, man, they snatched up, man. I can't explain it, but you still got Captain Carter looking nice, right? Anyways,
I mean, I can explain it. Yeah, they was trying to like unsexualize like the cartoon characters, like because it was over sexualized like in the original drawings. So they trying to pull away from it and make it like straight laced. But
okay, and I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
There will be like the gender fluid stuff in there as well.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. While y'all over there concentrating on that, me and Midnight Assassin about to create an animation to come in and swoop in. Because see, that's what the Ant was about. You know what I'm saying? That's what some of these other, well, I'm gonna just use the Ant. What's the Image Comics? Image Comics was about that. When y'all got away from that, Image Comics said we're gonna swoop in and get a piece of that right there. And then some of the artists was like, hold on, y'all ain't gonna let us draw this way? And then it stopped, but then it came back. Anyways, I could not find, and Nick Griff, you out there, or Charles Hazen III, if you out there, I could not find Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. It's supposed to come out, some people said April, then it's got some September, but it's supposed to come out this year.
I can't wait for that, man. I'm woo! The way they left off with it, I mean, it just had me feeling some type of way. I'm just like, man, I can't cut the movie off like right there.
Right.
Like, he the prowler now. I'm trying
Right.
to see what's gonna happen.
Right.
Ah,
Right. All right, man. It's 30 minutes. Go ahead and close this thing out, Midnight Assassin.
hey everybody.
Oh, I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Put some respect on my name. NY.